squad.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. To do the march. It's time. To do the march. It's time. To do the march. It's time. To do the march.
Swearing may be used on this stream cause we're grown. If you are easily offended, tighten up. Content provided on this stream is intended for entertainment purposes only. It should not be construed as legal or medical advice, and should not be relied upon or acted upon without retaining proper counsel. No copyright infringement and no commercial benefits intended. All copyright belongs to rightful owners. With that mouthful being said, buckle up.
What it is? What's up? Got my homies in the cut. What it is? What's up? Hey guys, and welcome to Tanimaniacs episode 2 and ting. Wait a minute, Saf, I can't hear you. I'll go on with that. Oh yeah, I can. I can. It's this Zoom. It's like cutting us out every time somebody want to speak. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for the horse, little Saf. Hey, Dina.
Thank you.
Hey, Matab. Oh, Flower Sheds in the house. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Tanimaniacs. So let me reintroduce the homies, the queens, Luyanda and Safiyya. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Luyanda, nothing else now, but everybody calls me Unati.
I'm Safiyya Ilyas Inga, but everyone calls me Safi.
Yeah. And Death Wish Dina saying, I was going to ask if it's pre-recorded, but guess not. Death Wish Dina, okay, so you know what I'm like, girl. My heart's on tenterhooks right now. This is our first live show since the first show. So, you know, we're keeping everything crossed and hoping everything goes well. But yes, we are live. We can interact tonight. All right, we've got a massive night lined up for you. We've got bear anime culture chat, nerdy culture chat, and then we've got a quiz. And we've got a prize, but you guys don't win the prize this time, sadly, because I'm broke. When we get to partner and that kind of level, we will have prizes for y'all. But the prizes for the guests tonight, the speakers here, well, there's one prize, so there can be only one. So we will get there. Oh, Death Wish Dina saying, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited myself. I'm so nervous. But, you know, I've planned everything, so hopefully there'll be no dropped frames or any of that technical business. All right, so let's get into it now. What have you guys been up to since the last show? The last show feels like 10,000 years ago.
Oh, was it?
I'm a year older now. Literally, I've had a birthday since. I've been continuing with our FTC show, our arts showcase, and then I've had a holiday. I've been playing lots of LA Noir. Matab can vouch for that, and Lil Saf. I am excellent at driving, aren't I, guys?
Yes.
Not.
I've seen like snippets of you playing that. You look like you're having a very good time.
That game
is vexed by everybody.
That game is something else, you know. It's an amazing game. I love it, and I'm gonna. Do you know what? I've actually clocked it, guys. But what I've done is I've been staying up till 5 every morning to get back to where I left off, so that we can end it together. Because you know my boys have to end it with me. What else I've been doing? Teaching online workshops and been learning how to do the D&D thing. These guys have brought me into the world of D&D. If you don't know what D&D is, it's Dungeons and Dragons. You're all on Twitch, so you know what it is. Drives saying drives like a real woman. Tab, listen, I know where you live. Yeah, everything digital. What about you two? So my mum mentioned that I have to signify who I want to speak. I don't think I do, but just in case she's watching, she was saying, tell the person who you want to speak because they don't know who's going to speak next. I think you can figure it out. So one of you, what have you been doing since the last show?
So ineffectual.
When was the last show? It feels like so long ago.
The first episode of Tanimaniacs was, no, we were in lockdown, so it's like at least April. It was like one of my first shows.
Oh, okay, cool.
What is time anymore?
Yeah.
It's not real. What have I been doing? I've been doing loads. I'm in Scotland right now, spending time with my partner, which is really lovely. My birthday's next week as well.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that. I've just been watching a lot of anime. I've been getting a lot into digital art. So like drawing hot anime men as you do.
Yeah.
Because it's all I really do. I just simp over 2D men because they are beautiful and untouchable. And I've gotten really good at TikTok, which is pretty fun. I love TikTok.
She's great at TikTok. We've got our socials coming up later. Follow her on TikTok.
Like, it's ridiculous. I'm having a lot of fun on there. What else have I been doing? Drinking a lot, eating a lot, doing a lot of my training, my martial arts stuff. It's been good. Just living my best weeb life, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been really, really good. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah. I mean, what is time? I've been still getting some video game work, which has been nice. Been doing that a little bit.
When she says getting video game work, like actual motion kind of
Motion capture.
Like, I know we can't say what it is, but I'm just like letting the people know, like, it's real shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The game is releasing in August. They just did their cinematic trailer release, so if you can figure it out from the fact that there's tieflings and halflings in it, and it's D&D, then I said nothing. But
oh my God, I can't figure it out. But
yeah, your face. Did your face just do that? Did it just drop in your head? What did it?
Text me what it is.
I'm so fucking gassed. I'm so gassed. So I did motion capture.
Okay, show off. Okay.
Excuse me, I'm not showing off. It was
No, revel in it. We love. We give this energy.
We love it.
We get constantly told we can't be confident. You be confident, and we will bring that up.
Thank you. And then I've got a couple of tapes to get done. Just like getting more games up. That's all that's really been happening. Just talking to my video game agent. Just be like, push me right now, because otherwise it's quiet. What else? Been drinking loads.
Girl.
Been eating loads. I've turned into a beautiful potato.
Oh my God.
But it's okay. Also been working on my martial arts stuff. I'm sore. But like I play catch up because the time during the day is just
it's too.
It doesn't work. I can only like force myself to work out in the morning. Like it has to be in the morning, and then it's done for the day. But when I get to the afternoon, what else did I do this week? I rewatched Watchmen. I am shooketh again.
Well, the TV show or the movie?
The TV show.
Oh, okay.
I've still not even seen that, and I know I need to.
I haven't even seen the movie. It's because I haven't read the graphic novel yet.
Yeah.
It's still on my shelf.
The movie's all right. It's all right.
The movie is a hot steaming turd of Zack Snyder.
I've heard the show is amazing though. I've heard the show is brilliant.
Thank you for the host, Christina. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate y'all.
Woohoo! Yeah, but that's all I've been doing really. Like just lockdown. I've been in lockdown like you. I'm not going outdoors.
I know we say it like we've just been. I guess people are going.
But I know people who are like wilding right now. They're on holiday. I know people who are in Ibiza, in Spain, and I'm like, y'all are brave. Y'all stupid but brave. Like, what the hell?
Where I live, it's
get it.
Where I live at the minute, it's on the verge of a local lockdown, and I'm just like, people are going to pubs and just not wearing masks. Ugh.
But that's the thing, like when I see my friends, like people that I love and admire and respect, like in restaurants, they're just chilling. And I always look at the table. I always look at their selfies. I'm like, where's your mask at? Did you just take it off for the selfie? They're not wearing masks. They're just sitting.
Do you know the thing about it though as well? It's not even for us. Like I lived in a part of London that's very high for COVID at the minute recently. I've probably had it, but it's not about me. It's about the most vulnerable. But people can't seem to.
I don't understand. Like people, like a friend of mine is having her birthday next week, and she wants to go to the pub, and I'm like, I really want to see you go and give you a hug and give you a gift, but like I don't feel comfortable chilling in a pub in Camden in the middle of the summer. Like let's go to the park. Like I went to the park last week with mates. Let's go sit down in the park. It's cheaper. Number one.
It's free,
it's
well,
free.
Yep.
Like
it's sunny outside.
Sunny. Like I'm not about to be in pubs and restaurants until at least like I'll start thinking about that middle of September.
Yeah.
Do you know what I can't wait for? Like the moment we can all meet up, because I think we should say like none of us have met in person.
So, yeah.
I've met Luyanda once in Edinburgh at Edinburgh Festival of all fucking places.
Ooh, okay. But I haven't met.
Was that the night that like I went in on that guy who like ran?
Yes, girl.
What happened?
We've got tea to tell you about that. Like we've got tea about Edinburgh Festival.
Is this for another day?
This is for another day.
Okay.
That's a long.
I'm writing this down
because it's very important theatrical tea. But
so let's keep that off the air.
okay.
girl does not mess about.
Okay.
But you know that's
what we like to hear.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll save that for another time. Matab's saying in the chat, I like the movie. It wasn't that bad. Talking about Watchmen. Yeah, it was alright. Saying that though, I liked Suicide Squad, and everybody else hated it. So you know.
Tip. I didn't like Jared Leto. He can go stuff one.
I
But
fucking loved. Oh my god, that man.
he's an asshole.
He's such an asshole.
I know the things he was doing, like sending dead pigs' heads and stuff. I don't know.
And also,
that.
he's part of a cult, you know.
Take me. Take me with you, Jared. Lee.
I will pray.
You can keep your heroin
God.
chic like looks about he's about to die, man.
Heroin chic.
Is that the hill you're gonna die on?
It might be, girl.
Jared
It's been a
Leto.
long time. The worst movie ever, Matab. Listen. I won't hear nothing said about it. All right, so let's get into animes we've watched since last time. I've seen we're on lockdown, so I've seen a shitload. So, firstly, One Piece. I've been catching up. I got to, I'm around the 900 episodes now, so I'm like at the very most recent arc, the Wano arc. And the reason, I watched it before, and I never skip with One Piece, ever. But this particular arc, I skipped some, and then I watched a podcast by Animates. What's up, guys? Big shout out to Animates. And I was so triggered after watching that podcast, we'll get to it later, that I made myself go back and watch the Wano arc. So, yes, I've been doing that. Giorgio's Bizarre Adventure. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
It's the worst
on my
thing
list.
I've ever seen in my life. It's literally, I hope they all die. I want them to die.
You mean the animated characters, not the people?
No, not the voice actors. No, not the actors. Not the people in Giorgio. He can die. His antagonist can die. Like Blood Lad. I've been watching loads of Psyche K because it's quite funny. Doro Hidoro again, my favourite. Dr. Stone. Requiem for Darkness is actually really surprisingly good.
What's that? I'm going to edit my list.
It's on Amazon. It's kind of oldish. It's set in the kind of Edo era. And it's about, I like horror kind of stuff. It's like a horror one, but it's actually really good. Cool. The time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Oh, I need to watch that.
It's hell on earth. But I think I've not got into it enough. Matab saying Safiyya's the biggest wine glass I've ever seen.
It's IKEA, baby. That's why I bought it. I'm tiny, so I like things that are big. And I was like, hello. And it makes me feel fancy.
Look at it. It's a square glass and everything. Fruits basket. So did you watch the Funimation Con? Oh, don't do this. No, don't. Please tell me you don't like it.
I love Fruits Basket.
Oh my god, I don't understand. So Luyanda, right? I watched Funimation Con, and I know loads of people like Fruits Baskets. And Funimation Con, they had the voice actors there. Special size for lockdown. Flower Shed said about your glass. They had the voice actors there, and I know loads of people love it. So I'm like, I'm gonna try watch it again because loads of people love it. I must be crazy. I can't.
I love it.
Why? Why? Safs, tell us.
Because of the hot men. That is it.
So for those who don't,
also, actually, for the main girl, what I really appreciate about Fruits Basket is that, and like anime creators love to do this. They love to make the female characters like flannels.
Yeah.
And there's so many discussions about like, oh, I fucking hate this female character, and it's usually guys hating on women anyways. But there is like a certain point where like they write women to just be like one-sided. It's usually like, oh my god,
very
this really hot guy likes me, like that's it. But this girl, the main character in Fruits Basket, she's so wonderful and driven and kind, and I love her. And the attention she gets from the boys, I'm like, baby girl, you deserve it. You ain't some like lemming on the wall. Like you are literally like so wholesome and so sweet, and no wonder they find you endearing. And I love it.
I don't.
And all the guys are so hot.
I can't. And basically, the setup is a young woman finds herself destitute and ends up living with these men, or young men, and they're all. How do I explain this without sounding weird? They're all animals from the zodiac.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're also men. Um,
They're fucking gorgeous.
it's yeah, I can't.
And they turn into their zodiac animals when they get any sort of direct contact by females.
yeah.
So they can't touch women.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hella cute, but also like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm dead inside.
I'll
Fire
check it out.
Force. Fire Force.
I need
That's
to
on my
watch
list.
Fire
That's on
Force.
I've just been watching Food Wars. Don't judge.
Oh
me.
my
I
God!
hate
So tell us.
Shingeki no Soma.
Oh my God! Tell us about Food Wars. So Food Wars is hella kinky as shit.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
well, because
I don't mind it.
I don't mind this. Like, I'm really kinky, so like it's fine. And then also my thing is like I'm a massive foodie, so I've been
Two
watching.
kinks.
I
Yeah.
love MasterChef Australia.
Yeah.
I love Chef's Table is one of the best documentaries about food, hands down. So when I was like, there's anime about food. So then I just started watching it one day, and then it got like really kinky as well. And I was like, this ticks a lot of boxes for me. I can do this. This ticks a lot of boxes for me.
Food and kink. Ooh.
Food, kink, anime, perfect.
It's very off the wall, but I don't
Yeah.
actually mind Food Wars. Corpse
I don't
Party. Corpse Party. I'm into horror, so Corpse Party is very gory. It's only 4 episodes for the whole season. But somebody's sweating in the chat like, whew, because we're talking about kinky stuff.
Have
Spend a
either
day
of you
with me,
watched-
darling. It's all about thirsting over 2D men or women.
That's my list. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Food Wars. What else?
Have either of you watched Japan Sinks yet? I just can't bring myself to.
I
Oh my
can't-
God!
I can't-
Can we not
I'm
watch
scared.
it together? Can we not do like
We can watch
that's,
it together.
That's our
We
next
can watch it
mission to
together
watch.
and we can cry together.
Yeah,
I
because
forgot
I know
all
I'm gonna
about
cry.
that.
I don't know. Because I was like, okay, this looks amazing, but like, this is gonna go in.
Yeah, no.
Right.
And I'm like,
It's like Pursuit of Happiness. I don't
Yeah.
want to watch it. I know what's going to happen. It's going to make me cry.
Exactly.
No, let's do that together then, because
Yeah.
that was on my list to for us all to watch together. But we're going to do Promised Neverland instead. Safs, what about you?
Biggest one. So I recently started watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Tell us.
Beautiful.
Do you like it?
I love it.
I can't.
I love it.
I love it.
Because one of my favorite anime is an anime called Ouran High School Host Club, which is about
Before you tell us what it's about, so another Twitch streamer, our guy Jamming with Jam, so he has this insane DVD collection that he is basically getting rid of now, and that was in his collection, and I've never heard of it. So yeah, tell us.
So premise is poor girl ends up getting a scholarship to a very prestigious academy called Ouran Academy. And Ouran Academy is literally where like the elite of the elite go. It's like Eton in Japan. It's like all the rich kids go, but like they don't really study because they're all rich and they're going to inherit their parents' businesses, and like they're all barons and aristocracy and stuff.
Fancy.
And she ends up like walking into this room where she knocks over a vase. That's a very expensive vase that
Ming
belongs to the host
dynasty.
club. And the host club, basically, because she breaks it, she's like, oh shit. And then they're like, well, you owe us this money now, but because you're poor, you're going to have to work for us. And it's nothing kinky or weird. She just ends up as a host. And okay, so the actual translation of a host in Japan is different from what the anime is. The anime is like basically a bunch of good-looking guys who get paid to like spend time with women and have tea and cake and just talk to them. In Japan, it's a completely different thing.
They have
That's basically
host
the plot.
clubs, don't they? They have,
Yeah, like where it's basically bordering on prostitution, and some actually do go home with the women that come into the club. But with this, it's literally just set in a high school where all these really good-looking guys just talk to girls, and they have tea, and they have like very, very distinct personalities that are just anyway. So Ouran High School Host Club, a lot of the voice actors from Ouran High School Host Club are in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but also the style, the comedy of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is it's like almost exactly the same as Ouran High School Host Club, but it hits like Attack on Titan. The emotion behind it is like Attack on Titan. The shit that happens in it, your heart breaks. I cried like 6 times in the first like 4 episodes. I was like, what is going on? It's so beautiful. It's just it's brilliant. So Full Metal Alchemist, but the biggest one that I watched was Assassination Classroom.
I love Assassination Classroom.
I haven't seen it yet.
I love Assassination
ending.
Classroom. Tell, give people a basic rundown of what it actually is.
So Assassination Classroom is basically this big alien shows up. It's a big yellow octopus thing. And a delinquent high school class is assigned with the task by the government to kill this alien within a year.
But he's their substitute teacher.
But yeah, he's their teacher and he's the most brilliant teacher ever. But they have to kill him, and they have to kill him on a daily basis. And if they kill him, they get something like, I think it's like 11 billion yen or something. Like that's their reward for it. The government have actually asked this class to do this as a task for the government. And it's the most wonderful thing I've ever seen, but it also ripped my heart out.
I've not. Do you know what? I've not seen it to the end, so I don't know what happens, but I can probably kind of guess what happens. But it's so like the alien. He'll teach the class, and then for 5 seconds he'll fly off to some random place in Timbuktu and come back with a coffee because it's fresh from Timbuktu or somewhere. And he's like, "Yeah, I just went for a coffee." His
name's Koro Sensei, and he is the most beautiful squish in the world. I love him. I'm actually in love with him. He's the best, even though he's a big tentacle monster, and nothing kinky or weird happens in this anime. Nothing. Yeah, he is just wholesome. It's complete slice of life. It has all of the the archetypes and all the things that anime has in it, and it's just beautiful. I love it. And that was the biggest thing. And then what's another one that I watched? There's another big one that I watched. Oh, I've gotten a lot into Korean manga, so manhwas. So I started reading Painter of the Night, and I read Killing Stalking, which broke my heart. But we'll talk about Killing Stalking later.
Okay, cool. On that, when we get to nerdy stuff, I've been watching a Korean, basically a Korean Big Brother. Oh my god! We'll talk
Terrace House.
No, Terrace House is Japanese. Terrace House is Japanese.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah,
it's a Big Brother for babies. Girl, my eggs are dying. I'm clearly in the mood for some children. Yeah, no, it's babe. Oh, we'll get there.
That just sounds whack.
It's the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life. These
I don't
kids,
like babies, so I'll be like,
oh no, these kids, they go on. Oh, anyway, we'll get there.
Me and Nadia
we will get there. Have we covered everything that we've seen?
Yeah, because I've mainly I've been rewatching a lot of stuff outside of anime actually recently, just nerdy things. I've been rewatching Star Trek. I've been rewatching Battlestar Galactica. I rewatched Watchmen. God, Starbuck is my spirit animal. I am that woman. I am Starbuck.
I'm still on Haikyuu as well, because Haikyuu is just
not
my love. It's just so fluffy.
Luyanda, did you get to see the I don't know what the new Star Trek is called?
Discovery?
Picard. Yeah, have you seen any of that? I saw one episode. And I was like, oh my god.
I haven't. Just because I'm working up to it. I just decided I wanted to rewatch everything. When I do these weird rewatches. And I do. And I'm gonna rewatch everything and then start the new one.
Do you know why I do that?
Hey, Killer. Hey, sorry, 2 seconds. Hey, I can't even say your name. Crazy Killer Leon. What's up? All right, go on, Saf.
What's up? No, I just did that because of my anxiety. Because I'm not gonna lie, there was a point where when I finished Assassination Classroom, my trauma was a bit too much. I didn't want to watch anything else. I was like, I'm gonna watch everything that I've already seen because I can't deal with investing in people that I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Because my little squishies, I can't.
There is something in that certain I will rewatch certain animes because they feel like home, right? Again, like we were saying about the last episode, it kind of is a weird sort of therapy in a way. So I completely understand that.
Yeah, I do Buffy the Vampire. Whenever I'm feeling sad, it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
See, for me, it's Oran High School Host Club because those boys are just
specifically season 6. Just so I can watch Willow go badass again.
Oh, when she was when she was throwing down.
Ooh, Dark Willow.
Is that when she was with the werewolf guy?
No. That's before this. That's when they started that whole lesbian arc, the gay arc.
Oh.
And she was with Tara, and then Tara gets shot by the nerds, and then Willow tries to get her soul back from Osiris, and Osiris refuses.
Yeah.
And then Willow goes rogue. Black hair, fucking nuts.
When she went
then he destroys the world, flays people alive. Yeah. She's just a badass. And you're like, this cute little librarian girl.
Yeah, from the first season.
Adorable, nerdy girl has now become even more powerful than Buffy. Buffy is the weakest character in that thing. She's the biggest. She is. She is. She's
Crazy
even
Killer
bigger
Liam
than
saying,
Sorry.
what animes do you watch, Tantan? You should have got here on time, guy. We've just gone through the whole animes. So we've been watching...
Sorry.
Oh, let me show you this. We've been watching this one.
One Piece.
One Piece, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Blood Lads, Psyche K, Dorohedoro, Dr. Stone, Requiem for Darkness, The Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime, Fruits Basket, Demon Slayer, Fire Force, Corpse Party.
Also, I don't like Dorohedoro.
Get out.
I haven't seen it yet.
I like. Okay. That's a lie. That's a lie.
How dare she?
I did that to flame a reaction. I like it. It's whack, but that's why I don't like it. It's too weird.
Oh my... Wait a minute. She just said it's whack. Let me just gather myself.
Oh no.
I still need to watch the show.
Oh my God,
It's so
Dorohedoro is the
weird.
fucking best.
I love Nikaido. I want her to crush me with her thighs.
My actual favourite in Dorohedoro is Shin. Not
Oh,
even
yes.
Nikaido.
Yeah, I just want them to beat the shit out of me. I'll be fine with that.
Where's Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan? But we've been Attack on Titan so last episode. Tex. Dragon Ball Z. I'm a grandma. I never got into Dragon Ball Z. I was too old by the time Dragon Ball Z came to UK. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing is, like, I suppose I saw a few episodes of Dragon Ball Z because in South Africa, like, there was a period where we got all the TV really late because of old sanctions.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, Dragon Ball Z being on telly and, like, seeing, like, chunks of it, but I never really got into it. And then every time I try to get into Dragon Ball Z, I always find the massive fan club is like they're just so anti everybody else. And I'm just like, I just want to watch DBZ.
Toxic fan bases, which is a topic we are covering.
It's like that thing where they're like, "Oh, can he beat Goku though?" And I'm like, "Shut up!
Shut up! We're not."
Yeah,
Stop acting like one character is the epitome of power. Like, shut up! It's so masculine to think
can't
that
wait.
as well.
I've got an
Everyone
amazing
who
clip
uses
for
the
us.
argument is always a guy. They're always like, "Oh yeah, but can he beat Goku though?" I'm like, shut up!
I don't care.
One powerful character. It ain't just about an alpha male. It ain't about one. Calm
Saf
down.
is saying, not this Saf, Lil Saf is saying, I never watch dubs except for the movies. Now, this is a thing, we've spoke about this in the last episode. I'm not, like, elitist about dubs. I think I said last time, I often watch anime while I'm going to sleep, and sometimes I'll watch dubs because it's just on in the background and I don't want to have to read. But I'm not that, like... We're going to get to toxic fan bases. We're going to get there. Okay, now, I've got a clip for you guys. I'm going to show the audience. I think you guys have seen it already, or if you haven't, you might see it on your second device because we're on Zoom. We don't want to share screen. We don't want no
Let me
drop
know which one it
frames.
is.
It is Tito the Duck.
Tito the
So let's show the audience Tito the Duck. Where is he? Hold on now. Hold on.
The hell is beauty mode? What the hell is beauty mode? What does this do? Oh damn.
So let me just ask these guys to unmute themselves. So that is Tito Duck, the Tito
my
the
God.
cosplaying duck. How sweet and wholesome is that? When he's doing the Tanjiro run.
Literally, when the Demon Slayer, I know all the lyrics of the Demon Slayer opening because it's just so dope. It slaps.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I was literally just like, Susume, do static.
Oh,
good.
So cute.
I saw that. I saw him on. Where did I see? I think I saw him on Twitter first, and then I started following him on TikTok. So I just thought we had to kind of break the ice with a little Tito. Safs, I know you cosplay quite a bit. Which characters would you suggest to cosplay, or have you cosplayed?
So right now I'm making Toph from Avatar. I've just finished her wig, which is it looks
amazing.
so dope. I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared that it was gonna look shit.
No, it looks great.
But I love it. I'm just gonna like flash her a picture just for everyone to see. I'm also working on Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. I've like finished making his tunic. So this is my Toph wig for anyone who wants to see.
It's fucking amazing.
Like so good. I'm like so happy with how it looks.
So Toph, if for those of you who don't know, is a character from Avatar, the Last Airbender, or is it
Yeah. And then I've also got a cosplay from Haikyuu that's just come in. I've cosplayed as an OC just now. Like I literally posted it on my Instagram. Hero Deku, follow me. And I've got like a few in the pipeline. There's like loads that I've got like on a list. It's just about what I can afford to make.
Yeah.
But luckily I've got people who are really lovely and supportive. So
That's an expensive hobby to have, man.
So expensive.
Luyanda, what about you? Are you into cosplay? I can't remember if we spoke about this last time or not.
I wouldn't say no, but I spend all of my money on D&D stuff. So, you know.
She's a DM in D&D. Like, that's how deep it gets.
Like, I've got so many dice. I have another pack of like 48 pieces of dice arriving in like 3 days. It's a problem. It's an addiction. I don't know what to do. I've bought all...
Hi, my name's Luyanda, and I'm an addict.
Yeah.
Hi, Leander.
Like, it's a problem. And then somebody made a cat-shaped roll tray, so I have to buy that now as well. And then this other girl made these really gorgeous dice that have like little mini skulls inside of them.
Oh.
And I need to get those now, and that's going to be another 80 quid that I don't have. But I'm going to spend because I'm foolish, and I need dice in my life more than food.
I sent these two a picture of these dice because I didn't understand until like these two taught me how to play D&D, and it's deep. And I sent like people collect dice. I sent them some dice with for those of you from who's done the Toph. Lil Safs just posted the Toph emotes in the chat. Oh my god, gangster. I sent these two a picture of dice with what are they fucking called? Hula hoops in
Spaghetti hoops.
That's it.
Like, I don't know.
They were so nasty.
So gross.
They triggered something in me that I didn't know I had. But I was like, this isn't some food war shit. This is Shigeki no Soma. Nah.
Like, why? Why are there hoops inside of dice? What
Hella
for?
deep. So this month, for those of you who don't know, is South Asian History Month. Hey. So in true Tanimaniacs style, we are going to honour some South Asian anime characters. So I have suggested some, and Saf suggested some. So I'm going to show our audience. Let me get rid of Tito the little duck. Our first character. So our first character, we've got a little biog as well. Little Saf's like, whoop, whoop. Big up the South Asian community, the South Asian anime fans. Okay, so the first character here is Janet Bai from Black Lagoon. Janet
Pretty.
Bai. All right. So check this girl. Janet Bai, also known as Greenback, was a professional money launderer from India. Little is known about Jane Greenback. However, she appears to be a perfectionist. While she was working on the counterfeiting plates for the Florida cartel, she passed the deadline by 2 months and exceeded the budget by 200 grand. Even after being threatened multiple times, she refused to compromise with them, believing that perfection requires patience. She also seemed to be very prideful about her work. So let's stand that intellectual queen there.
Yes.
Here we've got Gadevi from Arslan Senki. I only recently found out about Arslan Senki. So Arslan Senki is basically based on a historical tale set in ancient Persia, actually.
Awesome.
But Gadevi is a prince, I believe, from Pakistan. So he's from the kingdom of Shindura, as a part of Pakistan, but also part of ancient India. He's a prince having rivalry from his brother Rajendra for the throne of Sindhura. As the eldest and the son of the distinguished mother, he has the support of the nobility, which outweighs Rajendra's political influence in their native court. So this bad man, look at that body. Look at that body.
Who are we talking about?
Buff tings.
Oh, hello.
Gadevi from
Excuse me?
Arslan Senki.
Excuse me, brother.
Me,
Hello.
green
Those
eyes.
green eyes.
Here we
got
have
green eyes,
Mina. Mina from Digimon. She is a Digidestined. So Digidestined is basically a person that it will eventually turn into a Digimon. Sick, I know. Her Digimon partner, so her like fighting partner is Meramon. She's fighting with a whole fire demon, guys. Like her partner is badass. Mina attempted to lead the Digimon she gathered from India to cross the border into China. She came across some difficulties, but then she called for backup, and then now she's allowed into China unopposed because she is a queen like that. Next we have Silat from Berserk. Oh, right, so there are a few colour pictures of this character, but these illustrations from the manga are unreal.
They're gorgeous.
Silat is a
Friggin' hell.
character based on the traditional Rajput warriors of India. He is a highly skilled and agile Kushan fighter. He is the leader of the Bakiraka clan, and the Tapasa group are his bodyguards. So these bad men next to him are like these mad, muscly monks, and they basically fight to the death for him. Yes. He is a powerful character who rivals in Guts, the main character in Berserk. His arsenal of weapons, I knew you'd like this stuff. His arsenal of weapons are based on the Rajput arsenal, such as a Ara, a Chakram, and a Talvar. And his fighting style is also based on the Indian martial arts. Now, hold on. Kalari Payato. So that's him. Badass. Here we have Amanti Patel from Space Brothers. She is
she
an
was like every
astronaut.
auntie I have.
Nah, she's an astronaut, G. She's an astronaut.
Yes, girl.
And beyond being an astronaut, she reads fortunes. She reads Muta's future, and basically tells him that he's going to be stricken by a major illness. She's grouped together with 4 Japanese astronauts for the survival training and subsequent rover competition. So she is a big computer analyst kind of astronaut. G. So these are Safs. So I'll let you explain. But the first one is Prince Soma Asman Kadar from Black Butler, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Who's the second character?
That's Agni, his servant. Basically.
Thank you so much for the follow, Timo Too Good. We appreciate y'all. All right, so Safs, the first character, 2 characters. Who are they? Tell us.
So Prince Soma and Agni are from Kuroshitsuji, so Black Butler, and they are. I'm not gonna lie. In the plot, they're a bit random, but they are basically 2 prince. Prince Soma is a prince of India, and he's this like spoiled little brat who's got sent over to like educate himself about the wider world. And Agni is his manservant who like has basically powers, like supernatural powers, and they're both just gorgeous. And just like the only thing I hate is that they were voiced by white voice actors. One white voice actor who was like bad, and it was just like,
oh, what do you mean putting on accents?
Yeah, it was like this one white voice actor who was like, oh, I'm Prince Soma, and they're like, oh,
no, you're not.
Bruh. But the representation was there, and I was here for it. But they are beautiful, and they are so funny, and they provide like the comedic relief as well in Black Butler, because they're just sort of there, like having fun and taking the mic, and it's just they're brilliant, and they bother the main character so much.
Sickening. All right, so the next king with these green eyes is Cecil Ajima. Cecil Ajima from Utano Prince Sama. Tell us.
So he is a cat spirit, basically.
Oh, a cat spirit.
Like so the main character spots this cat who one day just turns into Cecil. And Cecil is this beautiful prince from a faraway land, who's just come to learn as much as he can. And he ends up joining this boy band group in Utano Prinsema. And he's just there, melanin popping, green eyes, just looking beautiful.
Looking like a whole snack.
This whole ass snack. And he's just so wonderful and charming because he like brings his culture to the forefront, and he's like very different from the other boys.
Oh, so thank you so much for the follow, Timo Too Good. And it's just saying, just pop in for some support, gotta help small streamers in our community. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're just here chilling, chatting about anime and South Asian History Month. So that's our stand for South Asian History Month anime characters. We need more
we do
on that, actually. So I watched a podcast by Animates. Shout out to Animates again. Those guys are really making moves, but the last podcast they did really triggered me for things we'll get into shortly. But one of the topics they covered was like, should anime how do I put this? Does anime have a moral obligation to comment on like world events, so like the Black Lives Matter movement or other cultures, like are they morally obligated to do so, considering that most anime comes from Japan? Like, do you see what I mean? What are your opinions on that?
Well, I mean, I think storytelling in general has that kind of obligation. I don't think that you can make every single thing about a mission to try change the world, because sometimes it is just entertainment and pure escapism. But I do think, like, let's say if you're looking at your company portfolio as a bunch of animators, if 40% of the work that you generate has some kind of cultural significance and 60% of it is for entertainment and profit value, fair enough. Like, we can all do as much as we can, but also like, we also can't be defined by constantly having to be on a mission.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's tiring. Sometimes we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, as a creative, of course, yes, I want to make work that is about my experience, but also like my experience is not just like BLM. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think like being unapologetically yourself and being joyful in that is in itself protest. So I think that, there is an obligation and a need to diversify storytelling, to decenter whiteness as the status quo. And that's not like, I mean, I know like the work is never ending, but also like it isn't actually a never ending task. We just have to get to the even playing field. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, and then once we're at an even playing field, then sure, Scarlett Johansson, play an Asian woman.
Yep.
Sure, play a trans character.
Yep.
Because then everybody's got equal opportunity, right? But until we get there, we cannot be playing with such. And I think until we get there as an artistic and creative community, however you practice that in your craft, in the back of your mind, or rather now currently, I suppose, in the forefront even, you do need to consider how is this impacting and shaping the sort of global canon and narrative for the better. And one, it's okay, but also know that you're also allowed to draw silly things and enjoy yourself. It's okay, but you don't always have to be on,
Yeah, completely. Saps, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think like anime is my escapism. I think the only commentary I'd make on that is just they just need to add more diversity. Only because like, and it is an active criticism on Asian countries and East Asia specifically, because there is this ignorance with people of color. There is this ignorance with like them not either accepting or acknowledging or wanting to acknowledge people of color, especially Black people, and putting like deliberately like putting them in the narrative, just putting us in the narrative every once in a while is just nice. Like one of the prime examples could be like Attack on Titan, a world that's set in a specific world where everyone is supposed to be from everywhere, but yet there's not one person of color. Do you know what I mean? And I know for a fact
coded that way.
Exactly,
but like clearly coded that way.
Yeah. Like, but if that was made in a Western world, you'd have people from everywhere. Like, as much as we hate Hollywood, they would have the token Black person, they would have the token Asian person, East Asian person, and South Asian person. Like, we'd at least be there. But there's this cultural ignorance with even acknowledging our existence, which is something that needs to come more into play. But I don't think it's more of like, I wouldn't call it an obligation. I think, especially when you're talking about fictional characters and fictional universes, but then it comes into the thing of like, when there's the opportunity to exercise that right, exercise that opportunity to shoehorn us in, put us in there, because you've got no other excuse. You were literally talking about a completely fantastical realm where everyone has superpowers and everyone's like crazy powerful.
Magic, dragons.
Why can't you literally just, with your little tablet, make someone a little bit darker, or make someone openly,
or even
like,
sometimes if they are dark, they're painted light. Like if
yeah,
they're
and it's
supposed
weird.
to be,
I'm just like, make them well-rounded characters of color. That is literally the base.
There's like a lot of colorism involved as well, which is like really, really frustrating. I'm like, well, just like, I mean, just give them some kinky hair, mate, and like make them darker. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I guess, like, I mean, for me, like, obligation is also like, it feels like a heavy-handed word. But I feel like duty, like, and when you find space within what you can do in your own life while maintaining your own mental health, awesome. But I also think, like, you know, we have a tendency, like in the creative arts, and I suppose in anime as well, if we are looking at taking on historical reference, it'll always be from a Eurocentric point of view. Yeah. Like, I love Vinland Saga, but like loads of white
don't people. I know it? Yeah. I still not watched it yet.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I mean, like, I had to study that section of sort of like Western history when I did linguistics, and the history of English. So like, I kind of really love that whole like thing and like seeing how they played that out. But I'm like, yeah, but what about an anime about Mansa Musa, fam? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
but then is that not on us to create?
But then we say that, but then us getting into those rooms, people wanted to hear our stories, like even us approaching those people for D&D and them telling us it's it isn't.
Bradford
Critical Role.
I've got a bone to pick with you guys.
Like Critical Role, which is like, I love the Critical Role team, but it's a fully white cast.
Oh, the guys that you sent me to watch. Yes.
For hours on end. They raised $11.5 million for their project, and all they do is talk about D&D. So how can you tell me it's niche when they have raised 11? Literally, my boyfriend told me this the other day. He stood in that kitchen and he was like, they have broken the record for Kickstarters because they raised the money 10,000-fold for them to make content about D&D. And all they do is D&D. You cannot tell me it's niche when they are making money from people who love them, pouring this money into them.
It's not niche on Twitch. God damn.
Exactly. Like, and then there's part of it that questions like, oh, is it because they're a white predominant team and people want to watch them? Is it this subconscious colorism? Is it this subconscious, I'm going to say it, racism in people where they're more inclined to watch white-led projects rather than color-led projects? Like, is that, and we know that's a thing because of what we're constantly exposed to.
I mean,
and it's about challenging that idea, and by challenging that, you do that by just sticking us in there as much as you can, if you can, when you can.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hear that point, Safiyya, but like, and it's also so recently from Daredevil. One of the sort of the Asian actors in it was essentially written out because one of the showrunners told the writing team that people weren't interested in Asians on screen, so they wrote out the Asian storylines and story.
Has he seen Terrace House? Has he seen The Return of Superman? Sorry.
Exactly. No. I hear you, but then you look at a project like Black Panther, freaking decimated the box office.
Yeah.
Do you think we are the global majority and we have buying power, fam? You don't even need the white folk to go watch it. We will. Make stuff for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love watching Zac Efron, no Mang all day, you know? I can see all of those white people as much as I like. But I would also like to go and see about Dev Patel, Nabo, you know, Tabora Mate. Like, I also want to go and see just like my own my content that is made about my people. And also, actually, to be fair, about other cultures. I would love to know more about culture, and I want to consume that through a creative means.
People wonder why cultural ignorance is so predominant. It's because it's just people don't talk about it. They don't even know we exist. I once met a young American black man from LA, and he dead ass looked me in the eyes and he was like, I've never heard an Indian talk in a British accent before.
Saf, black people in London don't think black northerners exist.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's whack. Like, how do you not know that we geographically, are all over the place because you people stole our people and you made us go everywhere? Like, that's not...
It's about telling the stories, isn't it? It's about having the narrative.
Like, if we're there, we're there. But, like, it pisses me off that, like, no one will put me on screen for being a South Asian, East London girl. Because you don't fit the narrative. Apparently, I don't look Asian enough for starters. What does that fucking mean?
You don't fit the narrative.
But also, I'm just there like, but I'm here. I exist. I am literally a South Asian woman from East London. Yeah. How are you telling me I don't exist? But they're like, yeah, but you don't really fit. You don't really, we either have to be really posh or really Indian. Like, we have to be like dissy. And I'm there like, no.
Black people in British TV have to be urban, South London, council estate. Like, they don't exist anywhere else.
It's whack.
Yeah, like I find it really strange, especially like when I moved over here, because especially when I'm dating. Oh Jesus.
Ooh, girl.
And it's just like, because you always get the response, you're really posh. I'm like, I'm really not posh.
You sound white. I'm like, what does that mean, bro?
I'm sorry, what does that mean? Oh, the one guy said to me, you sound so different from what I expected you to sound like. So you wanted me to sound like, so you were expecting me to sound, and there's nothing wrong with sounding like you have a background of living in council estate, Southeast London, whatever the case may be. There's nothing wrong with that. But making the assumption that every single black person, or every single person of color actually, is going to speak that way to you, and then also assuming that person is now somehow rich because look, this is an accent of the colonizer. I went to South African schools, and you assimilate or die. Like, you assimilate or you don't get ahead. The end. So this is a legacy of trauma. Actually, it's not something I did by choice. It's a legacy of trauma. So please get your head around that. Do you know what I mean? And let's start looking at the really gray areas, because I think we want things to be too simple, too black and white. Like, that's like this and this is like that. Those are the good guys, those are the bad guys. No, it's very complicated.
And like I was saying before we started this call, like, being in those rooms with people who don't want to have those conversations, because the people of power are usually white people, and they're the kind of people, male white people, who will gatekeep our voices from being heard because they don't want to disrupt the status quo. They don't want us to shake up the image, because people will know. People will figure things out. People are smarter than people let on. This is the annoying thing. Brainwashing starts really early on, but it also starts later on as well. And if you're constantly fed a certain narrative, that's all you're going to believe.
Yeah, it's true.
And if you never meet someone like me, who is a Muslim woman, who is a South Asian woman, who loves anime and video games, who shakes up the tree, who likes white things, apparently.
Whatever
if
that
you
means.
never see that, you're never going to believe that truth. But there are more than enough of us out there, but you don't want to give us that voice because you know it will be at the detriment of you. I don't know why you think it will be, because y'all have the monopoly over the whole world.
There's that saying, isn't there, that those who are accustomed to privilege think equality is
oppression.
Yeah, oppression. Yeah.
It's not. The thing is that they've been getting away with white mediocrity for a very long time, and the thing is, we're better than them.
Too long.
That's the thing. Is that, like, when and you must just admit it. Like, I know that I am shit hot than most of the people that I meet, like, at any table. I'm like, listen here. I left drama school 2 years ago. Before I even left, I was doing a professional show. Then my next show, I worked with the Night Gurera at the Young Vic. I worked with the Night Gurera at the Young Vic.
Hey, Mr. Forbet.
Listen, and I hadn't even graduated yet, bam. So I know I'm better than you. You just get away with it because of white mediocrity.
Exactly.
And you're like, you are shit. How did you get this job? I know 10 other actors, 20. 30 other actors who could have nailed this part.
Nepotism. Nepotism
How
is a
are you
massive thing
here?
in British
And
entertainment industry.
we push, we grind because we have to.
Dude,
Because we know this will
Girl,
get
I've
in
been
the
doing
way.
this 20 years. Like, trust me.
This will get in the way.
I have to fight. I have to be the best.
In the way. This will get
Trust
this.
me.
This.
All right,
our
Saf,
heart
see
and
you
our
soon.
voices.
Yeah.
It will get in the way,
Right,
and that's the hurtful part.
Yeah.
We have to put ourselves in a box in order to conform, but they will never have to, and they will never understand what it
And
means.
it's so nice. I'm like, if only I had the confidence of a
Mediocre white man.
You know what I mean?
Should we leave it on that? Should we...
We'll leave it on that,
Let's
and we're
leave it
going
on
to move on to more toxic. I can't even say the word toxicity. I can't even say the word.
Toxicity.
That you just said. All right, so I mentioned that I watched a podcast by Animates. Shout out Animates again. I feel like I'm their like living commercial right now. And I mentioned that their podcast triggered me. So there was a comment made about One Piece. You know, just in case you didn't know how much I love One Piece. And I was fuming. I was like, how dare you say it? I think it was a comment about One Piece is living off of the Marineford arc. And I was so to give it context, the Marineford arc, I'm at episode 900 and something. Marineford arc is like episode 400 and something. And I was furious. I was that pissed off. I went to the podcast straight away just to watch it, just to see what the context was. And when I watched it, I was even more furious. But I actually quite liked the actual episode. And then I realised I am the toxic stan. And I went back to watch the Wano arc that I'd skipped through, but I've got a little clip just to make light of the whole toxic fan situation. So here we have.
Did you send this one to us?
I did.
did.
Time. I was late as
Is this
hell.
anime fan?
Naruto is the greatest fucking anime in the whole fucking world. Better than fucking Jesus, nigga.
Who are you?
Naruto is the greatest fucking anime ever.
Wait.
And if you don't think so, I hope you die, nigga. I hope your whole fucking.
Let me just, because the OBS is not picking it up. So we will start again. Hold on, guys. We will get there eventually.
It's okay. We're learning new things.
Oh, here we go. All right. So for those who are ready, here we go. Oh shit.
I didn't have time. I was late as hell to work this morning.
Naruto is the greatest fucking anime in the whole fucking world. Better than fucking Jesus, nigga.
Who are you?
Naruto is the
Oh, I love
greatest
this guy.
fucking anime
I love this so
ever.
much.
And if
I
you
love
don't
this
think so,
so
I hope you die, nigga. I hope your whole fucking family die, nigga. Nigga.
Yeah, they told me if I'm late one more time. No, I get that. But I think Bakugo definitely has the best character development in the show. Hey. What if I told you other anime exists? What? My Hero isn't the only anime that exists. Whoa, what are you talking about? There are other things to watch that exist. No, you're lying. Boku no is the only one, right? No, you're lying. No. You're lying. No. You're lying. No. You're lying. Indubitably. Code Geass is the greatest anime ever. No bias, of course. And Lelouch is the smartest anime protagonist. No question. He started a rebellion, manipulated an entire country, and restored order all by himself. Light Yagami? He played tag with a nigga for 60 episodes. He can never. This is chess. Not checkers. What'd he say? I don't even care, bro. I just started watching anime, so Death Note was the first thing that people told me to watch, so that's what I did. So I don't even know. I ain't even there yet. So
One Piece ass. You still watching that?
have you watched it?
No, it's too long. It only gets good at episode 400. The characters look weird.
Goodbye. I told y'all niggas Bleach was coming back. Demon Slayer is literally the greatest anime of all time. Hey. What if I told you? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Your fan base is cancerous. We just be chilling, bro.
Dragon Ball Z is the greatest motherfucking anime in the motherfucking world!
Where do you niggas keep coming from?
Fuck Naruto, cuz! Fuck you, nigga!
Attack on Titan is probably top 3 greatest anime of all time. Animation, story, it's literally a masterpiece. Hey. What if I told you that you are absolutely fucking correct?
All right, so look at these guys to unmute themselves.
Oh my god.
He is not wrong about Attack on Titan. Though.
He's not. Levi is daddy. What?
So I realised after seeing that and after getting so furious about the Animates podcast that I'm turning into that, and I don't want to turn into that. So how do you feel about? Did any of that resonate with you too?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if you're a member like on any kind of anime appreciation group, you're gonna get these things. And also, like, there's always gonna be like some shit stirrer on there who's gonna like, I feel like is just trolling everyone and deliberately post something that's gonna be inflammatory, just to get like, you know, people talking and commenting on it.
Yeah.
The only like I don't really have an issue with people being passionate about the things that they love. Like, you can be passionate as long as your passion is then, you know, not toxic, because then that's not passion, that's just meanness, that's just gatekeeping. Like, I'm quite happy to have somebody like, you know, die on the hill of One Piece, but then like, don't like take the mick out of the fact that I like Demon Slayer, number one. And also, like, you're not gonna get me to watch One Piece by doing that. Yeah. It's gonna piss me off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get me to start watching the show just like by yelling at me and telling me that I'm a fool because I don't watch this other show. Yeah. And my last piece of advice is let people enjoy nice things. Just let people enjoy things. It's okay.
Yeah. You like what you like, I like what I like, and that's it. That's it. So hold tight, Long Beach Griffey, for that video. When I saw that, I was like, girl, you need to calm the fuck down.
I don't think you need to calm down. I think he does such a great job of like satirizing and
definitely
and making fun of all of those communities.
Especially when he's like, what if I told you like, there's other anime out there? What? There's other anime out there? No. There's so many fucking. Okay, so you know what? When you mention toxic fandoms, that's not where my mind went to, though.
Oh,
it isn't the kind of gatekeeping nonsense. It was more mainly young women who stan characters who are inherently toxic.
Oh yeah,
who are genuinely deranged and sick in the head, but they like them and they fetishize their behavior and they fetishize what they are. And you see
like
a lot of
women
that on TikTok.
who write to murderers and on death row and stuff.
That, I mean, is bordering on, because I mean, it worries me when it's young women, or young people. I'm going to say young people. Keep it genderless. Young people who fetishize those sort of relationships, because it would be like Hisoka from
but I love Hisoka.
Hunter. He's a pedophile.
He really,
he's a pedophile. And like so the recent manhwa that's blown up is Killing Stalking, and I'm not sure if either of you have read it. I've read it, and it basically, from an acting perspective, it's insane. Like, it'd be Academy Award winning if someone was to play the characters that they're in there. But it's basically about this young boy who stalks this one guy who's really attracted to, and he finds out that guy he's attracted to is a serial killer and a rapist and has very severe trauma issues, which lead him to breaking this young man's ankles and keeping him hostage for a period of time. But there are people who fetishize. His name is Sung Woo, the guy who's like, he stalks and who ends up being a serial killer. And there are young people out there who fetishize him and really like find him sexy and find him attractive, and that is so worrying.
I mean, I love horror stuff, but that's a bit too far even for me.
And the only reason they do it is because he's hot. Like, subjectively, he is a very attractive man. Not gonna lie, he's so sexy. But
I think we spoke about this last time as well, but just to touch on it briefly here, anime gets away with so much. So Hisoka in the anime of Hunter x Hunter never actually does anything that you can see, but it's just his kind of intentions and you kind of yeah. But again, like I was playing a LA Noire video game the other day, and there's a paedophile in that, and it's just like some things you would never even be able to do in TV or film that they get away with in anime, manga, and it's mad, innit?
I mean, I think again, it goes back to what we talked about in sort of like the first episode. Like, first of all, this is not for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it ain't. It really isn't.
This is not for kids, but also like, again, I mean, just to like go on your previous point about like the sort of fetishization of problematic characters. Like if you look at, what was that show on Netflix called You?
Yeah.
Everybody went nuts for You because he's cute.
Yeah.
But that shit is toxic ass behavior. I love Dean in Supernatural, but he's fucked up.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's because of like this kind of sort of shared sort of trauma, or like this idea of somebody who's tortured being kind of, you know, celebrated. I also find that in the Rick and Morty like community, like Rick is a fucking awful human being.
Yeah, he's weirdo.
Oh,
like,
I love him.
He is. I love him. But he is a fucking awful human being.
Yeah, he is.
Like, let's just acknowledge that he is the worst grandfather.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
God, yeah.
Ever.
Oh yeah.
And he is fucked up, but then he has those like really dark, pure moments of darkness where he just like, even in his darkness, he still does something fucking caring. But there's like the baseline human, like the base, like kind of human compassion.
He even forgets the word human.
You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, Gregory House from House. Everybody went nuts about that character. But he's a dickhead. We like anti-heroes.
Yeah.
We like dickheads. I think though, for me, it becomes really problematic and dangerous when people are too sheltered and there aren't spaces for communication. Like if I encountered somebody, I don't know, let's call them, 18 years old, who didn't have a space in which they could then discuss these toxic ideas, they could then have friends like you, Safiyya, be like, yeah, he's hot, but don't you ever date a guy like that? That's not okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's when people don't have good support networks to communicate that it becomes dangerous. Because I can stand a problematic dude.
You can stand them, but like again, that's another thing. It's like, I mean, everything about social media is like, it's all on the surface. You never know what that person actually feels or thinks unless they really explain themselves. But it's when it's like, oh shit, like this person really thinks that Sang-woo is like the epitome of what a guy should be. This is scary. Like,
no, that's really, it is really scary. I mean, like for me, but like also like being a member of the BDSM community and being a submissive, like you meet so many young girls who would find that kind of character incredibly
it's sexy. So messed up because they think that's what BDSM is. They think that's the limit.
And then what will happen is that then you get predators who can then prey. Because you're not in a community. There are so many young girls, like I go to Munches every now and then, and like I meet quite a few people. Like I'm not like insanely crazy in the London scene here, but I do go to Munches as often as I can. And you see these young girls who are about to fall prey to a problematic fucking like a problematic dom. Like you've spoken to this person, I've already sussed you out that you don't give a flying fuck and you don't actually understand this relationship. Like you don't get this power dynamic. I know you're in power in terms of play. I'm the one in power because I say so. I say you can do those things to me. I give you permission to do that stuff. Not the other way around. But then you will find people, and like taking it away from like BDSM as well, just like young girls or young people who are just in toxic relationships in general. And I think it's because we celebrate these characters. We do. We go, I stand for Dean or whatever, you know what I mean? And like, we do celebrate them.
There is that meme where it's
Dean
like,
and then it goes,
there's that meme where it's like, you know, you like toxic people when you chose Sasuke over Naruto.
Right.
It's like, that's what it's, but I always chose Naruto. Naruto is my baby.
See?
He's my precious little baby.
Yeah.
And I don't stand for that nonsense. I think that's why it affects me even more when I see that sort of stuff, because I get really sad. I'm like, why, baby girl? Why? Like, you don't have to be treated like that. It's not okay.
But also, like, I think it also comes from a place of like experience, because you like, you know, I know that I've been there, where I've been in a sort of situation like, why am I in this? Why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I here?
Yeah.
This is dangerous for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you wake up one day and you're like, oh, okay,
I shouldn't have been there.
could never have done that to myself.
Yeah.
And I just want to save everybody else from that experience.
And that's on trauma.
And that's
And that's on trauma.
And that's
Cheers,
on trauma.
ladies.
Cheers.
I love you all.
I love
We
you
are a
all.
powerhouse. We are goddesses.
Cheers.
Ooh, cheers.
All right,
Cheers.
so quickly before we get to the quiz, so we've last episode, Luyanda had not seen Promised Neverland. She watched it promptly after last episode, and phoned us both crying tears. So how was your experience with Promised Neverland?
I was shook, you know. Like my housemate came into the kitchen like at the last 5 minutes. Like our shared space is like a big sort of kitchen lounge thing. In the like last 5 minutes of the last episode, and then had the audacity to greet me while I was in that moment. I've never snapped at a human being so unreasonably in my life before. I was like, I'm fine. Like, I was like, can you not see that I'm experiencing something here? It was hilarious because I was really, really mean, but it was like, you know, it was just because I was so freaking into it. But I mean, like the weeb in me knew something was about to go down when I was like, these motherfucking kids are too happy. They're too happy. Like, I was like...
So for those of you who don't know, Promised Neverland is about a children's home, essentially, and these children at a certain age get fostered out. But it's so much more than that. It's so...
You know, when you're sitting there, you're like, things are too good to be true, you know? Things are just too nice. There's too much sunshine. Can't be like this.
Yeah.
And then in 15 minutes, you are proved correct.
That thing about anime, like being able to kind of trick you and stuff, or always have like a two sides to every story. So Sister Krona, particularly, obviously because she's the only black character, really stuck out to me. And her journey kind of is quite, like Isabella, is quite painful in the sense that these women are essentially groomed and forced into this kind of lifestyle.
They have no choice.
Yeah, they have no choice, and what that turns them into is just heartbreaking, really.
Yeah,
they go more into it in the manga.
I know. So this is a question for you.
I bought them.
Is Norman dead or not?
No, don't answer that.
No, right. So let me just run. All right. So no spoilers, but let me just run my theory by you and just blink if I'm right.
No.
Norman is basically in a book breaking. He's a book breaker, innit? Fuck this. I knew it.
I can't because
I knew it.
I'm up to date on the manga. And I'm so attached to these characters. I love them so much.
Oh, I knew it.
What happens to them? Like, it hits so different. It hits so different.
I can't. This is traumatic.
Y'all don't even know. Like,
Oh my god, this is traumatic.
Like, I'm crying over fucking comic book strips. But
this is what people don't understand. It's not just cartoons. This is our life. This is our life. This is our life.
My babies, my little babies, and also like Salvation representation. Phil in Promised Neverland is Desi, and we're claiming him.
Of course he is. He's brown.
Yeah.
He's Desi,
brown as hell.
He is,
and he's such a clever little kid. Like, oh my god, that secret he had to keep. Like for real though. For real though.
Such a beautiful little boy. And like, I don't like children. I hate them. I never want children.
I don't want them either.
But if I was to ever have children, it'd be them. It'd always be them. Like, I love them so much. And y'all don't know. You need to read the manga.
No, I can't fuck myself. I've already done that with Soma. I can't do it. Like Attack on Titan, I'm so far ahead that I can't.
I bought them. I just haven't sort of sat down and read them yet.
Oh yeah, you got the manga.
Yeah, like once I start, like I won't stop.
Yeah.
So I need to like have
It's
some
too
time
much.
off.
It's emotional as fuck, and
can't
you
do it.
love
I have to
them.
wait.
You love them. And Sister Crone and what's her face, Isabella.
Yeah.
They the journey, like you see it really explicitly in the manga as well. It's not something that they really cover in the anime, but you you literally see their process of what happened to them,
Yeah.
and it's horrifying. It's literally kill or be killed.
Yeah.
And it's you don't see them as villains. You can't.
No, you
It's
can't. Like,
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I really, really couldn't in that moment. I mean, like even when I watch sort of like the anime, just because what do you do in such a high stakes situation? You assimilate or die.
Yeah.
It's survival. It's always survival, and you have to think of it that way. And the fucked up thing is like thinking like I always think I'm an empath.
Yeah.
So I always think of myself in that position. The second I read Sister Crone and Isabella's stories, I literally could not stop crying for like a week. I was like, I could not imagine being forced into that situation when you literally couldn't talk about it. You had to suffer in silence like that.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you need to watch Promised Neverland.
You have to.
The
If my
instance
tears
we're
haven't
talking
sold
about
it,
is just, it's deep.
I was shook, guys.
deep.
Like
Deep.
I was shook. I was weeping. I sat there in the lounge weeping.
Yeah.
Just because it's brilliant. And then I shared that that meme animes about it.
I hated you for that. I was like, why is she doing this to me? Why is she doing I went there.
It's not.
You went there with my
All right, so we're going to get on to our quiz now.
Let's do it, please. I need
Right,
to.
so does anybody need a toilet break or anything before we do the quiz?
Wait.
Have we got our noise-making devices? Oh, magician's assistant, can you throw me, magician's assistant? You there? Can you throw me the squeezy thing? Magician's assistant doesn't know I'm talking to her. It's fine. I bought these guys noise-making things to do the quiz, right? Because you guys can play online, you can play on Twitch, but you're on a delay, so they need noise-making things. Oh my God,
what sound does No Face make? What sound does No Face make? Oh.
Okay. No Face is better. This is what I got them.
You know what? My boyfriend was like, "Oh, why didn't she send you one of those?" And then you sent us that video today, and
I'll tell you why I didn't send you one as well. Because if you're both pressing, how do I know who went there? Who got there first?
I'd start shouting.
See
but
what
sure.
I'm saying? So,
also, yeah, it's a little bit busted because the guy who delivered it literally tried to shove it, and this bit started pulling
cost me
backwards.
the best of £3
I'm pissed off. I saw it in the letterbox, and I was really confused because I didn't see the letter that you sent as well.
All right, so audience members, you can play online. If you see in the chat, you will see what's it named?
I'm gonna fail this.
It's called Quiz Kit. If you click on Quiz Kit. And the quiz is called Tanimaniacs. You will be able to play along. So I will ask these guys the question, they will answer, you can answer in the chat, and then I will reveal the answer and yada yada yada. Before we move on, let me show you guys the prize. So they've not seen it, the audience is seeing it now, and I'm just going to text these guys the prize because there can be only one. We must fight to the death. And I think once they see this, they will fight to the death. This is the prize.
It's on, bitch. You're going down. You're going down.
You see how you get people motivated? Okay.
I'm terrible at names. I don't remember things. I'm going to explain my answers.
I created this quiz so these guys would... It's all about anime that they've seen. Like some things I don't know, but I've just looked it up. Please. Okay, so I'm gonna...
Oh no.
I'm gonna put the score. All right, here we go. Start quiz. It says working on it. All right, so... it's saying it's sending rules to our audience members. You just press your thing, and whoever gets first or the most points is the winner, and that is it, and gets the Uncle Iroh mask. Okay, here we go.
Please tell me you ordered it.
Question is, what do you have to do? What do you have to do with Pokemon? Hit like and subscribe, fetch them all, snatch them all, catch them all.
Catch them all.
Catch them all.
Pokemon. It was the bike bell. It was the bike bell.
It was me.
It was the bike bell. I'm sorry, Luyanda.
There's a delay.
You cannot argue with the games master. You cannot DM your own.
DM's word is law.
She told me off because I would try to DM my own story in Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons.
you were-
I
you
don't
were
know how
going
to play.
to-
I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Okay.
Like, gotta
We
roll.
were like,
Reveal answer. It is catch 'em all. Did our audience members get this right? Let's see. Oh, this game takes time, boy. Okay,
Pokemon's
next
my
question. Next question. Okay, so next question is: how do you do a Naruto run? Put your left foot.
with your
Go, Safs. Wait, because let me answer. Let me say it before you get it wrong. Put your left foot in, your left foot out. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Or put your head forward and your arms back.
come
Your
on,
head forward and your arms back.
come on.
Yeah, but she did the bike.
No!
She did the bike bell first.
Fine.
Let's see if the
I
answer's
went to
right.
Audi the other day, and this guy was like,
Wait. Technically, you didn't answer. You just moved. So who do we give the point to, audience? Who do we give the point to? Because Luyanda answered, but Saf's got there first with the ding. I think that's. Saf. I'm sorry. I'm taking that off you, and I'm giving it to Luyanda because she answered. Okay.
Oh, okay.
A point each.
Okay.
A point each. Yep. Put your head forward and your arms back is the answer. Sending that to
Wait, I'm getting trigger happy. All right.
Yeah, wait until the end of the
Yeah, you have to listen. It's very, it's worded
I'm
very
dyslexic.
specifically.
I don't know when the end of the question is.
It's very, there's always 4 answers.
I'm dyslexic.
Okay.
I'm dyspraxic.
Next question. What is the name of the big chubby baby from Spirited Away? Beng, Bo, Buddy, or Brian?
Take it, Safiyya.
Beng, Bo, Buddy, or Brian?
Oh,
Sorry?
it's not Bo, is it?
Okay, so I'm giving you both a point here, and I'll tell you why. And I'm really cracking down on the rules because Safs is just buzzing as soon as I've asked the question,
I'm so sorry.
and then she's thinking about the answer. Whereas Luyanda is waiting until the answer has been
Okay,
said.
no.
So you're both getting a point. Don't do it again, or you're disqualified.
Okay.
So it's 2-2.
Look, I want to see. I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
Okay. Let's
Fuck,
see
do
if
my-
she's right.
It's my ADHD.
Oh, you're both wrong. It's actually. Oh no, it is Bo. It is Bo. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it thinking, whoever answered Beng in the audience is wrong. Wrong. All right, next question. Wait until the 4 answers are over.
Okay.
Dragon something Z. Dragon Beach Z. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Mech Z. Dragon Film Z.
Dragon Ball.
Oh, that was you were both on it. Who what is it?
Dragon
Ball.
Ball Z, I mean.
Ball and ball.
Okay, so
Mom.
I just need to point this out because No Face is a little bit quieter than Saf's. It's like she's not doing it, but she is doing it because I can see in real time.
Yeah, you can be like,
But yeah, you both got a point there. Okay. Reveal answers. Yes, it is in fact Dragon Ball Z. Next question. I made this quiz bare long, you know. Sorry, guys.
oh shit.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. So 2 people in the audience got it right. What kind of person is Naruto? A samurai, a wizard, a knight, a ninja?
Ninja.
Oh, Bike Bell was there first. Yes, that was just slightly,
Shinobi.
just shot slightly ahead. Just
Okay, but Shinojutsu.
this quiz is really long. I'm sorry, guys. It's like you're having to work for this mask. This is like slave labor. I'm so sorry.
Oh mate.
I'm sorry. I should have made it 10 questions. In fact, shall I just make it 10 questions because there's 20?
Yeah.
We'll do 10. We'll do 10.
Also, I am just gonna buy myself that mask anyway, so like this.
Well, just wait.
Give me the mask.
Just wait. Okay.
Give me.
Revealing the answers to the audience now. One person in the audience said ninja, and they are right. Next question. Question 6. Who is the current commander of the Survey Corps? Erwin Smith, Han Zoe, Levi Ackerman, Misaka Ackerman. Oh my god. Luyanda.
It's Hanji. Oh, sorry.
Is your name Luyanda?
Is my name ADHD? Because I think so.
Yeah, it's Hanji, no? Was
Yes.
it Owen?
Oh, choose.
No, it's Hanji. It's Hanji.
She's looking. She's looking.
Owen lost his arm, yeah?
Yeah,
And then he
yeah,
gave
yeah.
over, so it's Hanji.
Yeah. Somebody in the audience said Misaka Ackerman. No, you suck. No, I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm
she
just joking.
should be.
She probably will be eventually, but she's not yet. She's like 15 years old. Okay, next question. In My Neighbor Totoro, what's unusual about the cat? Wait, it's also a bus. It's vegan. It turns into a plane. It likes water. Oh, Luyanda.
It's a bus.
Let's see if she's right.
It is a bus. I know this.
Of course I'm
Of
right.
course.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. I'm happy as go. I think I put in 2 questions that you probably will not know just for my own sake.
Okay.
Let's see if they're in the 70s. So this is 7, question 7. Somebody put it's vegan. It's vegan. My Neighbor Totoro is vegan. Who is writing this in the chat?
No.
It's also bus is the answer. Next question.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Roku's dragon called? Slang, fang, dang, boomerang.
Fang.
Safs. Say again.
Fang.
Oh, let's see if she's right. I don't even know who this person is. I put this question in for these
Avatar
2.
Roku.
Hey. Okay. Shout out to what's his name there? Hold on. Shogun Ash. Shogun Ash is another Twitch streamer. He had a nerd night and gave me the inspiration for this quiz. And it is indeed Fang. Whoever put dang in the chat is wrong. Fang. Okay, it looks neck and neck, guys.
Mate, I'm gonna throw up. Oh god. Okay.
Okay. Question 9. All right. Who teaches Aang firebending? Hama, Sokka, Roku, Zuko. Oh, Bell, bite Bell.
It's Zuko. It's my baby Zuko.
Let's see if she's right.
I've memorized the dancing dragon.
Yeah, she's totally right.
I also feel like, anyway. We're just waiting.
Everything that they teach us in martial arts, Onati, like that's literally like firebending shit.
It is indeed Zuko. Roku in the chat. Sorry, it is Zuko. Last question. Question 10. I think we are neck and neck. Are we neck? Oh, we might have to go to 11 if you get this one. If you both get this one. How old is Aang? Wait, he is a ghost. 10, 18, both 12 and 112. Luyanda.
I thought you said there were 4.
That's 4. He's a ghost.
Oh,
10,
I thought you were just taking the piss.
18.
Okay, never mind.
This is serious business.
It was the
Both
last one.
12
Yeah,
and
of course.
112.
Yeah,
Luyanda?
it was the last one.
All right, just wait. So let's see if she's right.
he
1,
was
2,
the last
3,
one.
4,
It was the
5,
last one.
6.
He thinks he's 12,
1, 2, 3,
but he's
4, 5,
112.
We have to do one more because it's fucking 6 and 6. One more. Okay.
All right.
Reveal the answer. Both 12 and 112. Yeah. Okay.
This is so tense.
This is the
I thought I was gonna
tiebreaker.
suck at this.
Okay. Tiebreaker. Are you with us, chat? Are you with us? All right. Here we go. Next question. Let's breathe. What is the name of the sky bison that Aang fled his home on? M. Bison, Pegasus, Falcor, Appa.
Appa!
Oh, I feel like Sam got the...
It was me! It was me! It was me! It was me!
I feel like... Chat, tell me in chat, who was it? Who was it?
It was me!
Okay.
It was me!
Okay.
Me! It was fake!
Sav. if I do, let's reveal answer first. Let's reveal answer before we.
We know it's upper. We know, woman. You can reveal answer all you like. It's upper.
Oh my God. Chat. Are you ready? Chat. Whoever said Falcor in chat is wrong. All right, show scores. None of you won. Contestant 3 lost 1 million. Okay, so chat. Who do we crown the winner? I feel like
I was done dirty.
if we don't give Luyanda the Uncle Iroh mask, she will be sad for the rest of her life.
I won't.
Oh, me.
Safiyya. She'll also be sad.
However, Safs is literally also going to cry. So how do we choose? It's going to Safiyya! The winner of the Uncle Iroh mask is coming to you. I mean, it's still getting made.
I love you all so much.
I want to thank God. And
I want to thank my mom and Unati.
I
And
hope all of your pot plants.
But Luyanda, check.
I hope you never be able to grow a pot plant ever.
I don't like plants, so that's fine.
Everybody else.
Let me just. No. Because guess what I was gonna say. You see, you're too fast. You're too, as we say in the West Indian community, you're too fast. Because Luyanda, I was just gonna say, there are no losers on this game show. You will also be getting an Uncle Iroh mask.
Oh, this is great news.
Oh my God, baby, thank you.
Thank you.
But they are still being made because they're probably coming from China or some motherfucking where. So they will get to you shortly. So thank you everybody in chat who played along. Thank you guys. So
Your
just
plants may live long and prosper. I apologize.
see how she stays. You see how she stays.
She revokes her curse.
Thanks. Shout out to Shogun Ash for giving me the inspiration for that. That's sick. Before we go, I just want to give the guys some. So this is their socials. You can follow Luyanda here. That's her Twitter. Her IG. She also
3 black halflings.
Yeah, she also has 3 black halflings, which I'm going to get to tell you about in a second. Safs, you can follow her here on Twitter, IG, and she does some sick TikToks. So screenshot it, because we're going back to find out about 3 black halflings. Okay, Luyanda, tell us the thing.
The thing. So it is a podcast that me and 2 lovely mates, Jasper and Jeremy, created. Well, Jasper is the sort of lead on this, but it's a lot of fun. We talk about diversity in fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons, and how to incorporate that into your tabletop RPGs. We also sometimes we go from discussing sort of really interesting articles that kind of deal with it, sort of sensitivity and that kind of thing in tabletop RPGs. But we also then sometimes every now and then go through our DMing style, and we also sometimes take each other through a homebrewed setting. So my homebrewed setting that's going to be coming up is based on the Mfekane, which translates to the crushing. It is when Shaka Zulu and Mzilikazi went head to head. Mzilikazi was one of his sort of strongest generals, and he literally Shaka essentially pushed Mzilikazi out. It was called the crushing, chased them all the way up into Zimbabwe. That's why when you go to Zimbabwe and you meet the Ndebele people, Zulu and Ndebele are virtually the same. You can't tell the difference. They're identical. And I wanted to showcase Shaka Zulu as a massive monolith, and Mzilikazi, and also then bring in people like Mujaji the Rain Queen. She's a queen in Limpopo who gets crowned every year. Every 5 years, I think. And yeah, just other sort of Afrocentric influences. Been thinking about talking about an external world that they're not quite aware of, like a Mansa Musa kind of world, a world where Arabic traders are coming in as well, because that also happened. So yeah, but also still incredibly fantasy. So it's drawing from history, but it'll be incredibly fantasy based.
If you ever wanted to live stream a thing, I am at your service. I don't need to talk. I just basically press play and it's live streams, you are very welcome to use this channel to do whatever you need to do, girl. So that is 3 Black Halflings. Follow her on Instagram, Twitter, and they've got podcasts. Go listen to their podcasts. They've just had 1,000 downloads and probably more by now. And it's only been up like a week or so. So sick happenings. Saf, you got anything you want to promote?
No, just I'm here. I'm Desi and I'm weird and I cosplay. So
And she's a TikTok icon.
And hit me up because I'm funny sometimes, I think. So
You're funny all the time.
Okay,
You're a ray of sunshine.
I love you both. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this again.
Thank you.
I hope we start making some money so that I can actually pay you guys eventually. But I love you both. Thank you so much for being weird, nerdy, black and brown queens. And let's see, guys. We're gonna raid somebody. We're gonna raid somebody.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Are we staying on the stream to catch up after this?
Yeah, we're gonna chat, but we're gonna raid Blurred Song right now. So everybody in chat, I want you to give Blurred Song some emotes. She's another black nerdy queen. So put some love in her chat. We're gonna raid her now. In 9 seconds. I love you all. Thank you so much for sticking with us for the podcast.
Thank you guys. We love you.
We're back next week with FTC Arts Showcase. Mwah!